Good afternoon, people. Yeah, I'm back again. I said I wasn't going to really say too much about this, but I've just been listening to Trump lies on top of lies, and this FBI, Republican FBI guy Kobe, putting out misinformation. Number one point I want to make is I'm tired of hearing about Benghazi. And the reason I'm tired of hearing about it is because when it first happened, when that ambassador got killed, he wasn't at the American embassy. He was at a top secret CIA site that got hit. So a lot of that was out of Hillary Clinton's preview of knowing what was going on at that top secret CIA site. That's number one. Number two, because it was a top secret site, the information you got out there, that's all you're going to get. Those generals and all them that's lining up behind Trump talking about she dropped the ball. No, she didn't. She can't say anything to really defend herself because it was a top secret CIA site. And the government is not going to give you no more information than you've gotten now. Ambassador was killed when a top secret CIA site got hit. Period. That's all it is. And it just irks me the way they keep bringing up things that she really can't really defend herself against, because a lot of the stuff is top secret or secret. And that's another thing about classification. When something is classified, you have three types of classifications. You have sensitive, which is just plain conversation. Really no top secrets are going back. It's just stuff they don't want anybody else really to know about because it could have an impact on how we're dealing with other countries. And then you have secret, and that's a no-no, and top secret. So far, all the information they're talking about, those emails, have been just, at best, sensitive. Nothing secret or top secret. Just sensitive. Just chatter between people. And one point that, and this is another thing, people don't listen. And I'm talking about all my friends don't listen. There was a top person in the government, I forgot his name, well, he said it anonymous. It was a good thing that her emails wasn't on the government server, because hers was the only emails that didn't get hacked. The only reason you're finding out about now is because Blabbermouth in the FBI is telling you everything. But hers ain't. The Pentagon got it. Why do you think China got that new that they new jet, the J-20, that look almost identical to the F-22 and F-35? How do you think they got that information? Off government servers. The government has been very lax on securing their servers. They're stepping it up now. But Hillary was the only one that had a tight server. And they done said it. The only servers got hacked was government servers and some other people in the government. Hillary's own did not get hacked. So get off her case. She did the smart thing. She can't say a whole lot about it because they do have rules. But hey, sometimes you break rules. And every general in the service, no, they have broken rules at times when they thought it was for the best interest of the country. So she got reprimanded for doing it. And that's where it should stop right there. This guy talking about, oh, Wiener, we done found some more Hillary. No, those weren't Hillary's emails they found on Wiener's computer. That was her assistant's emails. That was not Hillary Clinton. I wish the man would stop lying. If I could just get the truth out in one time, I could understand why everybody's jumping on this bandwagon. Now that I've said that about the emails and the server, let's go to the economy. How soon people forget. When Bush came into office, he had a surplus. When Bush left office, he had a multi-trillion deficit. He told everybody before he left office, and I remember distinctly seeing him grinning, going to Marine One for the last time after he turned everything, just grinning, after he turned everything all over to Obama. I said, oh man, this is something don't look right. And it wasn't right. When Obama and his staff got in there, found out the economy wasn't just in a little hiccup, just not a housing bubble burst. Our whole economy and the world economy had went over the edge of the cliff. The economy had went over the edge. He reached over the edge and pulled it back. He saved the U.S. economy. He saved the world economy. And a lot of the people that's talking about him, trying to stab him, talking about what a worst president, those are the ones that he helped save, that they took advantage of everything he did to save the economy. But yet, because they didn't like, and I'm going to say it, it was a racist move. All that stabbing him in his back, doing everything to hurt him, has been pure racist because those racist senators and congressmen said before he even took the oath of office, they don't care what they had to do. They destroyed the whole American economy. Anything to make him look bad because they couldn't stand the fact that a black man was going to be president running the country. And you know I'm telling the truth. They said the truth hurt. But then those of you that are Caucasian that know I'm telling the truth, you're part of that. It say, well, that wasn't you. I'm not like that. But you're part of the problem. Because you sit back and let it happen. You sit back. It's one thing. I've been a social activist, especially since '89 with the homeless union. And it's one saying we always had. If you're not a part of the solution to solving these problems, then you are a part of the problem. When you sit back and say nothing and you know it's wrong, but you're taking all full advantages of all the benefits that's being created, but you're doing nothing to solve the problem, you are a part of the problem. Automobile workers. I hear a lot of them talking trash about Obama. Yet, the same racist Republicans that's been fighting against him wanted to see the automobile industry go totally bankrupt. And you guys would have been out of a job. Your families would have been hurting. And the little businesses that depended on your money to support their family, everybody would be hurt. But then, that's their MO. And I just can't get my head around it. This is the 21st century. We're supposed to be past this color thing. Like I said in one of my other rants, when God created man, he didn't create black man, white man, he created a man. We all came from one. Man is the one. And it wasn't all men. It's a handful that wants control and power, that started this race stuff, that have us fighting among each other, because as long as we're fighting among ourselves, we can't watch what they're doing. Trump is a perfect example of that. Here's a man that stand up and say, I'm going to make America great. I'm going to get your jobs back and stuff. Yet, his buildings are built with cheap Chinese steel. Not American steel, Chinese steel. How many jobs that kill? He goods in his stores. That's why his stores and stuff being boycotted now. They're not made in the USA. They're made overseas in sweatshops. Everything the man is saying, he's directly opposed to. And then he talking about Hillary can't be trusted with secrets. Well, after they've been getting their little security briefing, he's the only one I know that's been blabbing his mouth about how many missiles we have. No, but what the? I couldn't. When I heard that in that debate, I could not. Man, are you crazy? What are you talking about that for? I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to understand what you people see in Trump. I don't see it. I know that he contracted with a lot of laborers, small business people that needed that money to keep their business, feed their family, and the businesses that they were supporting. I know he stiffed them. A thief by any other name is still a thief. He said, oh, I did it legally. I claimed bankruptcy. You claim bankruptcy to put a couple of extra million in your pocket while you kill these businesses, put these people out in the street, made them hungry, and y'all put him up on a pedestal. I can't wrap my head around that. Even if you don't like Hillary, and most of it is just personality. Because you say 1 minute you say she can't be trusted, but you say she's secretive, right? She takes the heat on a lot of stuff because she can't speak on it outright because it's classified, secret, or better. But Trump and these Republican senators, and congressmen, I see why they try not to give them any information. I don't know if you remember, a few years back, they blew an agent's cover. Her husband was a senator or a congressman, and they blew her cover as a CIA operative. How dumb and stupid can you be? You talk about the economy. Number one, the economy is doing better than it was doing when Bush left office. Everyone knows that. And let me tell you something about physical or spiritual law, the natural laws of everything. It's always harder going up than it is coming down. I always use the example of the Penobscot building here in Detroit. I tell people, tell you what, try to run up the 23 flights to the 23rd floor. See how you feel when you get up there. Number one, you're going to stop and rest a couple of times running up there. You're going to be huffing and puffing. But when you get to the top, you can turn around and run straight back down. No sweat. It's always easier going downhill than it is going up. The economy is going up at just the right pace. Some people are still getting hurt, but then you blame that up where the blame belongs, on the Republicans. Because President Obama, when he first came in office, had an 18 million person job bill. They could have put a close to 18 million people back to work. Infrastructure. Biner there. Set that bill there and wouldn't even bring it up for a vote. Paul Ryan came in behind. The bill is still sitting there. And you white people get ready to complain and holler, he's not done. Wait a minute. That was your job. They sacrificed you just to get back at the president. They sacrifice you, your family, just to get back at the president. Trump is no different. Trump is even worse. I'm afraid that if Trump become president, he's going to give the country to Putin. The way he praised Putin, I'm surprised he hasn't given up some secret information already. Although he did enough when he started talking about how many ballistic missiles we had. So I'm right now. I'm sitting there. I'm still hearing this stuff about the email. I'm looking at MSNBC, and they still talking about these emails. The emails they found on Weiner's laptop that his wife had sent to some of her girlfriends or other members on the staff. But yet, oh, that's Hillary's email. No, it wasn't her laptop. It was not Hillary's email. And I wish they would tell the truth. And now they say he's going to start another investigation. He's the one that needs to be investigated. Because I'm wondering how come he hasn't pushed the investigation on Trump in those Trump University. Who got paid to quiet that down? Somebody got paid to quiet, because there's no way that if I was to do that, I'd been in jail right now. Bankruptcy or no bankruptcy suit, I'll be in jail right now if I did that. Screwed all those people out their hard working money. And if I had filed for bankruptcy, and as many people that got messed around, they would say, no, you own some of your personal asset, or turn the building over them, let them get their money. And I don't know why they couldn't slap a lien on those casinos to get their money out. Something is wrong. Something don't sound right. You can claim bankruptcy to protect your personal stuff, but those casinos, they should have been liens slapped on it so those people can get their money and feed their families. And like I said, the military, I don't understand now. Obama did just, President Obama did just what he said. He said, I will not send our troops in harm's way when there are other alternatives. And he's done that. He put just enough there to do their mission. No boots on the ground, because that's not our country. I hear Trump always talking about, well, why did we pull out? We pulled out because Bush signed an agreement with the Iraqi government that once a certain time, same in Afghanistan, once a certain time go by, we had to pull our troops out. If we was going to stay longer, they had to sign certain agreements that would not hold our troops responsible in case a civilian got in the line of fire and got hurt. Then they couldn't be sued. They would not sign that agreement. They wanted the option. We want you to clean up this mess, but if we feel that you done hurt this person or hurt that person, or you done destroyed it, we want the option to sue you. Obama said no. He protected our troops from physical and legal harm. He did what he was supposed to do. He was a president. And they said he's weak. I don't think you could find anybody else in this country except for Putin that would think Obama is weak. Because he's been knocking them, he's been walking quietly, he hasn't been bragging about it, but he's been knocking off the top leaders left and right. Something Bush would not do. Bush helped Saddam's family get out the country. Had Bin Laden family get out the country. Had Bin Laden in their sights. See, I said we had Bin Laden in our sights a couple of times. And Bush wouldn't pull the trigger. I don't know what that's about. But when Obama got in there, hey, We want him. We want this leader. We want that leader. Every leader he's going after, he's knocked them off. He's messing ISIS up. And you talk about feeling safe on American soil. The only people you got to worry about are mentally ill people here in this country. You ain't got to worry about foreign soldiers coming over here or foreign terrorists coming over here. We got that locked down. But we got some disgruntled people here. And I really felt bad when I heard about 2 more policemen getting ambushed. We got to work on solving this problem. That's a problem. You know, I understand how a lot of people feel that policemen have overstepped their bounds, which they have. A lot of them, and if you notice, not until cops and all these programs started coming on TV showing policemen the series where the policemen are talking, women policemen talking bad to men, slapping them around, pushing them up, and that's when all of this started happening. Police started emanating that. Not understanding that's Hollywood. Those are actors. You leave that stuff on stage. You don't bring that stuff out into the street. Disrespecting people, right? I was looking at the crime victims. Oh, I forgot what that is. Not CIS. CUS. The one in New York. Well, anyway, the way he was talking to people in custody, slicking them out of their rights. Not they ask for an attorney, and they don't get them an attorney. They still keep talking and talking, trying to get them to confess. You know, I watched that. I said, man, this is the problem. These guys go home, see this stuff on TV and think that's the way they're supposed to act. Then they take it out in the street. We got some damn good policemen. But man, you guys are becoming part of the problem too, because you see these other policemen doing illegal things. You know it's wrong. You're not saying anything about it. I remember reading an article about this one policeman. He's not a policeman anymore. He had to leave the force. He said because his fellow officers were doing illegal things, and when he took it up to the commander, they called him a snitch. Threw rats on his car. He called for backup. Nobody would show up. Left him out there by himself. Just because he was trying to make the police department be what it was supposed to be, to serve and protect. They turned on him because they didn't want to do what's right. And that's the problem we have. We have too many people that see things that's not right, know it's not right, that won't step up. And they become part of the problem. And I said it once before, until a good policeman step up and clean up your ranks, every time one of these policemen go out there and do something stupid, shoot down an innocent person, an unarmed person, shoot down an unarmed person, it puts a target on all policemen's back. And that's not what we want. I don't want to see no policeman with a target on his back. When I was coming up, we respected them. We had the big four. But basically, policemen were cool. You could depend on them. I remember here in Detroit, if you ran out of gas and you was in the middle of the street, policemen push you off to the side. At that time, they used to carry a little 5-gallon tank. Give you enough gas so you can pull your car off the road into a filling station to get some gas. Policemen were serving. That was part of their job. Now they talk about it, they curse at you. Hey, get that damn car out the street. I mean, People, we gotta change. We gotta understand. Whether it's a doctor, policeman, garbage man, whoever, it's just a job. And you owe everybody respect. Like I always ask people, what's more important, a garbage man or a doctor? Oh, the doctor. No. A garbage man is just as important. Because if he don't pick up the trash and take care of the sanitation needs of the city, if they're not taken care of, then we have petulance, plagues. Then you don't have enough doctors to take care of that. Because they'll end up with plagues and stuff. Every job is important. Police job, yeah, it's important. But it's a job. It's a job. It's a job that you knew this is what you were signing up for. But a lot of them are signing up now because it gives them a right to legally kill people. Badge and a gun so I can shoot people and get away with it. And we've been seeing a lot of that. Seem like these last 3 years or so, it's been a proliferation of unnecessary homicides. And that's got to stop. But also, people that's ambushing police, they got to go. Because I'm going to tell you how I feel. If they ambush a policeman, they ambush me too. Because I'm easier prey than a policeman. I don't have a vest. I don't have a gun. So I just had to get that off my chest. And I do pray for their families. And I hope they catch the idiot. I want to say more, but I want to keep this clean. They did that. Because that person don't need to be on the street. Throw the max at him. I don't want crazy people on the street because I'm in danger too. But then too, I don't want policemen trying to make a case sending innocent people to jail or shooting people down because that's not helping either. That's making bad matters worse. So we all got to act to clean up. And we really got to get this thing off of race. It's about people. Not ethnic groups. Now, God didn't create that. Man created that. Read this report from Purdue, and they were talking about the genetic sampling that they were taking, and they found out that there was certain genetic markers and codes in people with African descent, and their genetics were more diverse than Europeans. And that Europeans would now have to start mixing. Because if you don't, you only just waste away. Found that out. That's why I had so many kings and stuff were going crazy over there in Europe. They were just staying in the family, trying to keep it in the family. But that's it for right now. I'm going to pause this, and when I got to answer my phone, I'll add some more to it. I'm going to have to go through this and try to shorten it some.